Ngai kuririkania mohoro maya maragikira na njira ya imwe kwa imwe kuria nenda-ini cia ukinyanĩria Facebook ni @Muthingi TV, YouTube ni Muthingi TV. Na riu tukianjiriria ni ati muthenya wa umuthi madagitari nao ni makiambiriirie mugomo wa thiku mugwanja makienda gukorwo makihingirio mabata mao maria maheanite kuri ministry ya ugima wa mwiri ari nimo kuongererwo kwa arigitani oro ndumwe na kuongererwo kwa dawa mathibitari ni mugomo kana ni mururungano magitafanĩtie nginyagia wabici-ini cia ugima kana cia ruhonge rwa ugima wa mwiri guku mucii wa Nairobi.
And campaign for political positions. As healthcare workers, and I speak for all healthcare workers, we will not sit back and watch the healthcare of this nation go down due to incompetencies of a few people. Today is that much. But as a union, as KMPDU, we are going to give a strike notice starting today, a 7-day strike notice that will culminate in shutdown from Sunday midnight. Because we've been saddened when we hear the CS saying that since she's incompetent enough to post interns, she will change the rules. Kwani, who is she? Who is she? Yeni nani? Who is she? Yeni nani? Nakumicha must work within the law.
To cause. Let me say this. It is actually a revelation by the CS saying, it was a revelation of the CS saying that this was not planned, that it was an accident. How did she know? How did she know? Because police are well trained how to use their tools of work, and it was a clear target. So if the CS indeed can say that this was not an aimed attack, what do she know?
Tutigane na icio na ni ati kiama kia mawakili nikio LSK nikirutite mugambo wakio iguru rigie kurengwo gicunji kia 1.5 kia kana kia gukinyaniria waki wa nyumba cia raithi makiuga ati ona thengia wa igoti gukorwo rigiteaniria mubango uyu marihi mano magithiete na mbere na gwikika riu makienda anja ya niki gitumite thirikari gukorwo ikiagarara watho wa igoti.
It has come to our attention that the Kenya Revenue Authority and other government agencies have, despite the declaration of Section 84 as being unconstitutional, have continued to deduct and remit to the Kenya Revenue Authority the housing levy. There is no legal basis to deduct the housing levy, and this action amounts to contempt of court and arbitrary imposition of tax. The Law Society of Kenya shall immediately commence contempt of court proceedings against the Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, as well as against all accounting officers and employers who have unlawfully deducted the housing levy.
We saw the advisory by the Attorney General. In our view, that advisory, although it captures the law, was unnecessary, in the sense that everyone understood that once the court made a decision declaring that section to be unconstitutional, unless it was stopped by another court order from implementation, then that section is unconstitutional and has no force of law.
Nake mutongoria wa bururi Ndagitari William Ruto ni ekirite kirore ndereti ya watho wa kuongererwo gwa kigina kuri county unduria ugukorwo giteithiriria hanene hari gutwarithia na mbere tabarira cia ukuria na makiria matũra-ini maya mokite guku thirikari cia county ira ikoretwo igikaya kumana na gucerithirio gwa kigina kuri matũra.
Been an outstanding matter of we know there has been an outstanding matter. We know there has been an outstanding matter of some counties that did not have appropriate headquarters because they were small and they couldn't raise resources from their shareable revenue to be able to do the county headquarters. The government has now made it possible for us to complete that project because the 450 million that we have now allocated to the 5 counties, that money is sufficient to complete the county headquarters in the 5 counties. Additionally, because we are now moving into the planting season, and God has been gracious to us, we have sufficient rain. There will be resources also to support our fertilizer subsidy program that is going to assist our farmers across the country. And I want to ask our farmers, as the fertilizer is made available, let us use the seeds, the fertilizer that has been made available for us to be able to grow food in our country, because it is the only way we can get rid of the shame of hunger in our nation. I want to congratulate farmers across Kenya. Last year, in their activities, we managed to raise the level of food security in our country. We managed to grow more food last year. Maize alone went up from 44 million bags to 67 million bags. Last year also, we got 500 metric tons of cotton seed, and I am very happy that again this year, the government of Kenya is going to supply additionally 500 metric tons of cotton seed, and the price of cotton has now been increased from 52 to 72 shillings a kilo. Continuously, we want to eliminate the importation of cotton into our country so that we can make fabric here, and the exports from Kenya must have cotton that is grown by our farmers, even from our special economic zones.
Tutiganira icio na ni ati bururi ugithiaga na mbere gukura ni urabatara thayu na urumwe one kuringana na mubunge kana ne kuringana na mubunge wa Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro na uria ugite ati kana na uria wariti ari kanitha-ini wa kanitha-ini wa Catholic wa St Andrews gicigo-ini bunge kia Bondo county-ini ya Siaya. Nyoro oho ni athingatite atongoria othe gukorwo makihimbiria thayu na urumwe niguo kugacirithia uthii wa na mbere wa bururi. Oho ni uriti atongoria gukorwo magithemana na miario ingikorwo ikirehe ngui kuona ihinda ria uteti ni riakorirwo gigithira. Gukiri uguo atongoria ni morite guthi na mbere kuhurira ndebe mutongoria wa Azimio Raila Odinga ta muikariri giti wa urumwe wa mabururi ma gitaru kia Afrika. Mwandiki tuti wa Thiro wa Maina akiri na riboti ino makeria.
Thayo, wiguano hamwe na urumwe ni maundu maria bururi urabatara riria urakura niguo kugacirithia uthii wa na mbere. Uu ni kuringana na mubunge wa Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro uria wikitie ritana kuri atongoria othe bururi-ini gukorwo makihimbiria thayu niguo gutigirira bururi ni wakura na gikiro kinene.
That for all the countries that have been able to accelerate their economic growth, one thing cuts across all those countries, that whereas they have identities that are static, identities that are unmovable, those countries have been able to establish an identity that brings all their citizens together as one compact country. We must come up with one identity that unites all the people of Kenya, and that identity is to be proud of our country and to partake in all the development of our country equally across all regions.
Akiaria ri kanitha-ini wa Catholic wa St Andrews gicigo-ini bunge kia Bondo county-ini ya Siaya, Nyoro ni orite atongoria gwithemana na miario ingirehe ngui hari bururi na kurehe hamwe ya Kenya niguo kugacirithia uthii wa na mbere.
For us to truly be developed as a country, the entire Kenya must develop. And I implore upon especially us as leaders, let our preoccupation as we relate with the people of Kenya be to bring them together other than scatter them away.
Ndindi Nyoro uria ni mutongoria kamiti-ini ya kigina bunge-ini ya kibururi ni erire ya Kenya ati mari mutaratara-ini wa gutigirira kigina kia ukuria wa matura ni giakinyira muingi kuona kigina gia ciringi bilioni 26 gia kamiti ya wandikani wa arimu TSC kiricemba.
Financial year that we are going into, that is year 2024-2025, we have already increased the ceiling or the monies that we sent to TSC, the Teacher Service Commission, and we have allocated an extra 26 billion shillings. We do not believe in the politics ya kusema wale na wale.
Mwena-inĩ wake mũmbunge wa Bondo Gideon Ochanda nĩ athingatĩte atongoria gũthiĩ na mbere kũhũrĩra ndebe mũtongoria wa Azimio Raila Odinga ta mũikarĩri gĩtĩ wa kĩama kĩa ũrũmwe wa mabũrũri ma gĩtarũ kĩa Afrika nĩkĩo AU, ũndũ ũrĩa ũnyitĩtwo mbaru nĩ mũmbunge wa Cuba ya Mũhuro nĩwe Omondi.
As a people and as leaders of this region, we really want to call on the government, the president of this republic, to really take lead in seeing that Jacom gets the chair of AU.
I think he's the most qualified candidate. He has the experience, he has the competence, he has the stamina, and he has the drive to deliver on this great promise.
Ngĩribotera Mũthingi TV, rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Wanjirũ wa Maina.
Waziri wa Maina nĩ tondũ wa riboti ĩyo, nake mũnini wa president nĩwe Rigathĩ wa Gachagua nĩ agĩthingatĩte thirikari oro ũndũ ũmwe na honge ingĩ itiganĩte cia thirikari gũtigĩrĩra atĩ nĩ ciagĩkinyanĩria ũheani wa motungata ma thirikari kũrĩ mũingĩ na njĩra cia kĩrĩu. Arĩtie arĩ kaunti-inĩ ya Laikipia itũũra rĩa Makutano kũrĩa atongoretie ũrugũria wa ceceni ya kũheana motungata kana Huduma Center.
It is a pleasure joining you, the people of Laikipia County, as we officially launch the Makutano Huduma Center today. With this 53rd such facility, we are devolving a people-centered service to the doorstep. We are reaching over 60,000 customers per day through the Huduma centers in 33 counties across the country. Opening of this facility in Laikipia County increases our reach to the people of Gobit, Tigidi, Vingidu, Umande, among others. Indeed, the Makutano facility is strategic. It will serve over 500,000 residents of Laikipia and the bordering counties whose Huduma centers are far away. The Cabinet Secretary and other relevant agencies are working to ensure all services as per the demand are available. The national government has moved services online, making them available with technical support from Huduma centers and other relevant agencies. I call on all the counties to consider moving all their services online as a priority for better delivery. In limiting human interaction through technology, we also make service delivery cheaper and free from corruption and other vices. Based on the experience of the last 10 years, the Huduma centers have proved an essential component in not only service delivery, but also a support system for employment. It is for this reason that the Ruto administration is keen on working with the members of parliament in establishing Huduma centers in the 290 constituencies across the country. This is through Huduma Jitume Digital Center, which incorporates the Jitume hubs for youth empowerment in digital jobs. I invite members of the National Assembly to take advantage for the co-funding model to establish Huduma Jitume digital centers in their constituencies. We must create jobs for our young people. Our President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, has been traversing the globe looking for jobs for our youth. The immense digital skills and expertise are the passport to these digital jobs. Creation of 1,450 digital hubs, one in every ward, is a visa to the foreign jobs that the President has negotiated for the youth. Even as we connect the country with free Wi-Fi hotspots and laying the 100,000 kilometers fiber optic connectivity network, the future, which is now, is digital. We must be prepared.
Riboti ya munini wa president Rigathĩ wa Gachagua kuma kaunti ya Laikipia igakihe mweke twiko tugĩikĩria oro hanini ndũgagĩkorwo ũgĩthiĩ kũraihu nĩamu nĩ ndĩragĩcokereria na mangĩ maingĩ.
Utongoria uria munene wa bũrũri Uka ginyagia hau hakuja Wanjiku ni kurira ararira woye wakwa
ko ni kurio hakwa ni no nyende maandamano mambie rucio tondu thirikari no ni tuhinyiririe haria tukinyite
ati acio me ofisi-ini cia ubunge na kuria kungi ti aria twacagurire acio nio meheire mandate
eka thirikari iratwendera atia.
It is my duty and indeed the duty of every citizen of Kenya to pay their share of taxes.
There are a number of proposed tax measures will have significant negative impact on taxpayers.
Kiuria gia kuongerereka kwa garama ya muturire ikionekana gwakiriria o gwakia
kuma riria ndeto cia ugikuyu ciokire bururi uyu noguo njohira ingihire kuma kuri anake agikuyu.
Hihi murugamo wa thirikari ni uriko?
If you want to remove our trousers and whippers on the buttock, go ahead. We don't have the money.
Wege na urumwe wa mugikuyu ugatuika niyo ndama ateti megwateire.
We are where we are today because of it is because of Uhuru Kenyatta.
Ihinda ni kinyu twarie maria matukonie ithui nyumba ya Mobi.
Ndio gutari na mwe maandamano mari hule kwa wanyuka wanyuri utiburu arafu
nyitanira na Kariuki wa Ndwati akiunanira Njong'wa na ateti o hamwe na atongoria makirunga ici ni o muthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio thaa 2 cia hwaĩ-inĩ nginyagia thaa 3 cia hwaĩ-inĩ tukigereka gabiru utongoria wa bũrũri tabarĩra-inĩ ya kwendete ya kũrung'aire gũkũ kwa Muthingi TV kĩhumo gĩa gũtherema.
Kia gutire ngware ebiso nikio na ithue ria nauma ngo-ini tukiumagara tukeribariba niguo tukahange goko ari tabarĩra-inĩ ya mwĩhang'ĩri gũkũ kwa Muthingi TV.
Uguo ni tutambũrĩte kĩo na wĩrutĩri waku mĩethere-inĩ nikio tukaga o hau haku wĩra-inĩ tukagĩa gĩikaro tukamenya ũhangaga atĩa na wanjĩrĩirie atĩa.
Thondekaga indo cia thukuru kuma baby class.
Ngiandĩkwo nĩ mũthuri wĩho andĩkĩtwo gĩbanda kĩ harĩa rũgongo.
Nĩ o kiumia wa kerĩ cihanda thaa 2:30 nginya thaa 3 cia ũtukũ
tabarĩra ya mwĩhang'ĩri o gũkũ kwa Muthingi TV na ni Mwangi wa Marugi.
Kihoto kiunaga utamugete na kuona kihoto watho ni ufataranagia.
Watho ukoragwo wa guteithia mitugo na mikire ya maundu hari andu othe.
Na watho ugite ni 3 months with full pay.
Ndwagĩrĩirwo gũtwarwo police station kana gũtwarwo criminal court ni ũndũ wa defamation.
Na nikio ni nawe tufatie kumenya uria mundu agietha kihoto giake.
Mwana ena right yake na mwana we ni innocent.
Kihoto iriko na muthuri na mutumia tokoga na indo ikwari.
Watho ni witikiritie ciana icio utigirwo.
Nyitana nani Wairimu wa Kimani guku kwa Muthingi TV o wakana thaa 2 cia hwaĩ-inĩ tuthome na tuhiganie ciĩgiĩ watho amu guku nikuo kihumo kia gutherema.
na nitwagicokeria Ngai kunyita ugeni oro ringi na ni ati atongoria kuma mwahu wa Azimio la Umoja matongoretio ni mutongoria wa kiama kia Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka ni makirutite mukana kuri thirikari kuria maugite bunge ndirarumeire watho kuria irenda gutwara maabitha a borithi bururi-ini wa Haiti.
atongoria a muungano wa Azimio matongoretio ni Kalonzo Musyoka nimarutite mukana kuri thirikari kuria maugite bunge ndirarumirira watho. Musyoka niogereire na kuga atongoria Azimio ni mareganite na itua ria thirikari ya gutwara maabitha a borithi Haiti undu uria maugite ni mugaru na watho.
Anakuja huko waziri mkuu kuweka mkataba Kenya ipeleke askari wa polisi, sio askari jeshi. Askari wa polisi waende wakalinde amani. Kumbukeni kwanza, askari jeshi ndio wale walikuwa wanapiga viongozi tear gas. Sisi tukapinga na bado tunapinga kwamba vijana wetu wakipelekwa Haiti alafu tuone kwamba wamakufa kule wanaletwa na body bags. Kenya kwanza will be held accountable by the Kenyan people.
Thutha ucio mutongoria wa Wiper ni onanitie bururi wa Kenya ubataire makiria ma maabitha 1,000 ya aborithi gwo kuhota kuiga thayo mwena wa Baringo na matura mangi maria mari na uhaguku wa ugitiri.
The one policeman to 1,150 iko juu more than 3 times. Yani tunahitaji hawa askari zaidi. So